You're welcome back to the Breakfast Express. We have a guest joining us this morning. He's not a stranger to the Breakfast Express. We've had him on the show before. I'd like to introduce to you Kevin Moses. He's the director of Bethel Digitech Limited, London, UK. Kevin, it's good to have you back on the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me again today. I'm excited to be here and to share more information with the viewers out there.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, to let you know quickly, we don't have too much time. We want to round up at about 9:55, but we want you to give us a whole lot of information. So we're going to be asking you a couple of questions, and I'd like Okoyemi to start.
Yes, thank you very much. You're making a comeback on the show. You were with us last week as well. But I'm just curious. We didn't put up the conversation around how many products or services does Better Travels offer for their clients. We didn't ask the question the last time you were on the show. So you want to lead us into the conversation from there? Hello, Moses. Can you hear me?
Kevin,
Okay.
Kevin,
I think there's
the technical.
there's a technical issue around there. Yes,
Okay,
let's try and see
okay.
if we
I
can
think Kevin is
reconnect.
back.
He's
Kevin
back.
is back.
Okay.
Hi, Kevin. Hello.
Okay. I'm sure the guys on the other end are trying to, fix it because I'm back with him now, but it seems he can't hear us from the back end. Okay.
I remember the last time we had
it
Kevin on
was it was a
was
struggle
yeah,
like this.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a struggle
It's
as
always a
well.
very interesting. I'm always
But
very skeptical about virtual conversations like this. I remember if I had to do a show and I had to speak to a guest, I always tell them that I'm not doing internet calls. Just load the phone. Let me call this person direct and let me know what exactly I'm dealing with, because sometimes some of these things can be very very funny, and because it's coming in from a society or a system where they don't understand what it means, like network
or
failure.
technical,
There was a time during the election of Donald Trump and Hillary
Mm,
Clinton. My cousin was in Nigeria, and then he wanted to vote. So I we were just at home. That was in 2016. We were just gisting, and it was like, okay, give me data. I want to exercise. I want to vote. And I'm like, okay, no trouble. So I gave him the data, and then he voted. And within 10 seconds, they sent him an email like, oh, we appreciate it. They congratulated him for exercising his franchise. And I sat back and I'm like, even sometimes card reader will not even see my fingerprint. But somebody right there just exercised his franchise all the way from the
from
United States. So I think we have a lot of work to do. Are we back with Kevin Moses?
okay, we're still working hard to get back. I remember the last conversation we had with him was very entertaining, very informative, and we learned so much about what Kevin does. And well, I really wish he could come on again, hoping that everything goes well. Let's see if the alternative that we have will work this time.
Okay.
Kevin, are you back?
Hello, Kelvin. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I
I
can hear
think
you
we
now.
need to find a way around this. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, okay. I think this would work. We have to create an alternative. Alternative. Towards Nigerians, we know how to always do this very well. So I was asking you that the last time you were with us on the show, we didn't get to know the number of services that your agency offers their clients. That's Bethel Travels. How many products or services do you provide for your clients?
There are four major.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me now? There are
Okay.
four major
Yes.
services that this organization render, or would I say offer, especially to people who live in Nigeria and basically Kenya, the African region. So the first one is what we call job search. And what it means is that overseas job search, where someone is going to be signed up and connected to the UK, Ireland, or the Canadian company, where the Nigerian company called Buffett Travels is going to facilitate it, onboarding them, getting their CVs, interviewing them, ensuring they have all it takes for them to be passed on to the international organization to now start the recruitment process for them. So the company in Europe or America is the one in charge to talk to other companies on behalf of these candidates. So that's job search, plan. Then the plan two is what we call self-sponsor. Self-sponsor is the one that suits people who are maybe managers, supervisors in their home country. For example, is a bank manager in Nigeria who is hearing about overseas opportunities and is worried about the fact that maybe his friends travel out of the country and they find themselves doing the type of job that they are not they overqualified for because the Europe or American system don't recognize their experience from Africa. So this is called self-sponsor. And the organization called Buffett Travels will help them to show them exactly how they can fit in the Europe American system because individuals who do not have a career consultant, a help of a career consultant, or would definitely find themselves doing anything and fall under the category of a low skill migrant, which is one of the reasons why borders are closing. The second option is also self-sponsor, but it has another type of benefit where the both second plan and third plan is the same thing where we have a benefit that I'm going to be talking more about later. But the second self-sponsor, we will not involve in anything immigration. We will not involve our lawyers to help them apply for the visa if they happen to get a job. The third one is what is called Better Careers Work Placement, where young school leavers who want to become skilled before they leave the country. So we have major four basic plans that Better Travel offer.
Okay. Um, let's just wrap it up real quick. I want to also ask, Kelvin, if you can hear me now, can people who do not want to leave Nigeria benefit from the services that Better Travels offers?
Definitely. How to benefit is the last plan that I just mentioned is called work placement. Most people in Africa don't know what work placement is. I know some people might have heard about internship. Some people might have heard about apprenticeship. So what we offer that is called work placement is a training facility that is not in Nigeria, but the Buffett Travels Nigeria will be able to connect these applicants to the Europe or American Canadian company to get a specific training. And that training is what is a type of training that is job focused. This one thing Nigerians don't know, Ghanaians, Kenyans don't know about. And this is why a lot of people who have skill in Africa come to Europe and America and find themselves doing cleaning job and they're frustrated doing a low skill job. Where, for example, somebody who is high skilled. If you are not high skilled, you're not educated, the government is fine seeing you doing a low skill job. But people who are educated, master's degree holders, will still suffer the same thing if they don't do this part. So in Nigeria, you can benefit from it. Why? I mean, we've seen people who from Africa who had a goal of traveling abroad before come to do this training, and they realize they can actually get dollar paying job in Nigeria. Sometimes $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Right in Nigeria where you are, you have no clue how to get this job. So our work placement training will be able to give you the opportunity to get this training in a UK, American, or Canadian company, or EU Irish company. And do you know that while you are on this skill training, you will be shown how and where to get the job. I can mention two or three companies in Nigeria that you have no clue that they're actually hiring. But they will never hire you if you don't have a skill overseas, especially they want to be sure you can do the job. It doesn't have to be overseas skill, but the reason why it's going to be safer is for you to get this training because they know that for you to be trained by either a UK or Irish or German company, they are very aware while interviewing you that you can actually do the job and you get paid in dollars. That's how people who don't want to travel overseas can benefit from what Better Travels offer.
Very much, Kevin. Who I'm going to ask you two in one question because we need to be rounding this up very soon. Who are the founders of Bethel Travels, and what is the system structure of Bethel Travels workforce, and how does the structure benefit the clients?
The structure benefits clients because you already know that I'm not trying to say Nigerians can train people who are world-class talents. Obviously, I've always tell people that Nigeria is a country where people focus more on smartness instead of intelligence. So we have very strong, intelligent people behind it. I am one of the major founders of this company, founding the Bedford Tech in London, UK, and then also in Ireland. And we are well trained abroad, schooled abroad, internationally, not just only about the UK or American or Canadian Irish training. We also have, international experiences in working, in partnership, in businesses. So it will benefit everyone being a part of this organization because we have a global skilled founders and then business people who run the organization. Also, when people are struggling with money, we offer pay later as well. Like I said, on the first, second, and third plan, that's how to benefit from our structure, which is well global skilled, and it's really going to make. Thank you.
Okay, does this mean you will be able to secure skilled or unskilled jobs in an overseas country, and then the clients will be able to pay later? Because I found out that there's a pay later option that you're offering. Let's do this in 45 seconds.
And while we're at that, let me just quickly ask you to share Bethel Travels office locations, emails, websites, and social media handles at the same time so that we can wrap it up.
Definitely, we can offer a pay later option for people who have security guarantee, for example, properties and stuff. If you don't have the money, they can. We can always give the opportunity for them to get access to all the services, and especially the first, second, and third. Most likely the second and the third one. And when they're able to get across and get through, then we'll be able to make arrangement on payment plan right before we start.
Locations, your addresses, your office addresses in Nigeria, your feedback, your website. The people want to know how they can reach you.
Yeah, the first thing is just go on the website. It's called btcctravels.com. BTCC, Better Travels Career Consulting. If you can't spell it right, just Google Better Travels and Career Consulting. You're going to find the website online. It's very easy to find. btcc.com and so btcctravels.com, you'll be able to see the website there, see also the email, the phone numbers, including our addresses in Lagos and Abuja. And it's very easy to find once you Google Better Travels and Career Consulting.
Thank you so much, Ken. The phone numbers are already displayed on the screen, and I'm sure that people will call you, to find out more information about Bethel Travels. Thank you so much for being our guest, Kevin, and have yourself a wonderful day. Okay, Kevin's off already. All right, that's our package today on the Breakfast Express. Before we call it a wrap, we'd like to remind you to please follow us on all our social media platforms. It's MITV. It's at MITV Plus on Facebook, MITV Plus _NG on Instagram, TikTok, and X. And you can also watch our programs live on YouTube at MITV Plus _NG. Please remember to click the like and subscribe button. That's our package for today. It's been a pleasure being here. From Okoyemi.
Well, thank you very much. We also still welcome the president to Lagos for the 2-day working visits, and I hope he enjoys his stay.
I like the fact that Okoyemi never forgets his president. For me, my name is Tom Aderile. I'd like to remind you to take a look at yourself in the mirror. If you think you should change anything, please quickly change it. We want to make the world a better place. I hope to see you again tomorrow on the program. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and God bless you.